afternoon. This is Andy Penrose, who is one of the several instructors on 642 Gliding School. And Andy, would you show me around the aircraft now and tell me a little bit about it?
Yes, if you'd like to look down
Yes.
the aeroplane, this is a Venture T Mark II aircraft,
Yes.
which is made at Kirby Moorside by Slingsby's.
Oh, that's quite
So it's
local,
made,
isn't it?
Yes, it is made in this area.
Yes.
It's been in operation for quite a while.
I see.
The school here has had the aircraft for about 3 to 4 years.
Before that, they had just straightforward power, without power, the glider.
The normal glider, yes,
Yes.
the Kirby Cadet Mark III in the Sedberg, which was also made by Slingsby's.
Yeah. Can you follow me, Andy? I'm going to have a little closer look at the engine. Can you tell me something about it? What sort of engine is that?
Well, the engine is it's a modified version of the 1600 Volkswagen engine.
I see.
A Rollerson conversion.
Yeah. And it uses straightforward petrol, does it?
It uses normal 4-star fuel.
Yes. And what's the endurance? How many miles or how long can it fly on a tank for?
Well, the tank takes about 7 gallons, and on intermittent use we can probably last for about 7 hours.
I see.
So an hour on a gallon of petrol.
Yeah.
It's quite good, really.
Yes,
quite
it is. It's as good as a motor car. And
Yeah.
can you tell me what the flying speed is of the Ventura?
In the glide, we fly the aircraft at about 50 knots. In the
Yes.
climb, about 45 knots.
Oh, and what does it stall at? What's its stalling speed?
Stalling speed about 38 knots in the glide, 28 knots in the climb.
Yeah, and it stalls clean. It doesn't drop a wing viciously or anything?
Not viciously. It has a slight tendency in the climb to drop a wing to the right due to the engine torque.
I see.
That's all.
Yeah, very good. Well, it has to be a fairly stable machine for these young boys. I mean, they're only 17, the squadron leader was saying, so it wouldn't do to have anything too vicious, would it?
No, that's correct. It is designed specially as a training machine,
Yeah.
so it's fairly good on that.
Yeah, well, thanks very much, Andy.
Okay.
It sounds a nice aircraft to fly. I only wish I could fly it myself. Now, Andy, could you explain what the instruments are? Starting off on the left there.
Right, well, here we have the rate of climb and descent indicator.
Yes.
That's indicated in knots.
Yes.
The next one is the airspeed indicator.
Uh-huh.
Here we have the altimeter. Across here, this is the turn and slip indicator. Those are the 4 flight instruments.
Yes.
Over on the right here, there's the oil temperature gauge,
Yes.
oil pressure,
Yeah.
and revs.
Revs. And what is that knob I'm looking at there? The red one.
This
with
is the throttle.
Oh, that's the
control.
throttle.
Yes.
Yeah.
The choke at the top here, the
Yes.
ignition switch in between there.
Oh, that's where you switch the ignition on and off.
That's
Not
correct.
a key like a motor car then.
No, this switch over here is the battery master switch.
Oh,
which
yes.
is more or less the same thing as the key would
Yes.
be.
And it is a self-starter.
Yes, this is the
Got
electric
electric
start.
starter on.
We just have to pull this toggle here
Yeah.
to start it.
Oh, lovely. Oh, thanks very much, Andy. Now here's a cadet. He's already strapped in and he's waiting of the instructor to climb in beside him. Incidentally, how old are you, cadet?
I'm 16.
16. Where do you come from?
Keighley.
Keighley. Oh, you've had a way to come then to get here. I
Yeah.
hope it's going to be worth it.
Thank you.
Yeah. How are you getting on, incidentally? How many hours have you done up to now?
1.5 hours.
1.5.
Started it.
Ah, well, you've got a while to do before you get solo then, eh?
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to that?
Yeah. Very much.
Jolly good. While we're waiting for the pilot, we'll have a look at the back of the cockpit here. Now, I think this young man might be able to tell me what that thing is in the middle. What is that thing in the middle that I'm looking at there?
It's to show how much fuel you've got in your tank.
Oh, yes. So it pays you to look at that every time before you take off then?
Yeah, it's on the pre-flight checklist.
Oh, good. And that's the intercom box, is it? That small little box there?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Very colourful little aeroplane inside. It looks like Scotch plaid or something. Well, there's Andy climbing in now, and he'll strap himself in and then they'll go through the cockpit checks, and I hope to be able to hear what he's saying to the student in a few moments.
Intercom. The intercom is on. Battery master is on. Harness secure and adjusted. My harness secure and adjusted. Your harness?
Yep.
Flying controls, full, free and correct movement. So let's ensure that there's full and free movement and then correct movement. So stick back, the elevator is up. Stick forward, the elevator is down. Stick to the right, right aileron up, left aileron down. Stick to the left, left aileron up, right aileron down. So we have full, free and correct movement. Flight instruments, condition. apparent working order. Set the altimeter, check turn and slip, and switch off. Carburetor air is in, choke is in, generator warning light is on, engine instruments condition, apparent working order, cockpit ventilation as required, we'll pull that out, spoilers, check operation, both spoilers fully out and closed, both spoilers fully closed. Propeller brake, check the operation and off. Trim operation, then set to neutral. Fuel cock is on. Contents sufficient. Canopy closed and locked.
Well,
Check
it will be in a moment. Thank you, Andy. I'll watch your take off now. Thank you very much. Well, he's about to start up now. He's got to pull it. There's the Linton locks in front of me.
Should I keep going on to the left?
Yes, please. All the hangers nicely lined up there.